Hi everyone, how are you doing? I know these are really stressful times and a lot of you are feeling fearful, anxious, and rightfully so. However, as you know me, I like to take a proactive approach to health and safety for my clients, for myself, for the health of my family and friends, which are you. So I just wanted to share a few videos on how we can all take our health and safety back into our hands as much as possible. Now, I just want to be clear that the tips that I'm going to be providing, I'm not claiming that you're not going to get this coronavirus because you can boost your immune system like that. However, I think now there's never been a better time to put these practices in place to bolster your immune system. So if you do catch something like this coronavirus or whatever the next thing is, that your body will have the ability to fight it off quicker, more quickly than you would be able to with a more weakened immune system. Those are just facts. So today, this video is just to talk about the things that wreak havoc on our immune system. And I'm just going to list those out real fast for you. And in the subsequent videos, I'll take a deeper dive into things that we can actually do to help lessen those things and really increase our immune system to help fight off infection. So the first and foremost is, I like to take a mind-body approach to health and well-being. So the first one, major thing that wrecks your immune system is stress. And sadly, stress and anxiety are probably going to increase during the next few weeks, perhaps months, as we watch the stock market, as we think about who's going to be caring for our kids, childcare, for work and paying the bills and all of that stuff. I hear you and I feel you. But we have to take stress seriously in our lives and really have to figure out ways to reduce it through things like mindfulness and meditation. And again, I'll be giving you some pointers in those areas. But for now, all you can do this, just take a giant deep breath with me. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. And I just want you to do that as often as you need it throughout the next few days, weeks, months, etc. Actually do it more than you think you need it, because it really does help bring cortisol, stress hormone, cortisol levels down in the body the more we do deep breathing exercises. The second major thing that wreaks havoc on our immune system is processed foods, right? A diet of processed foods, whether that be fast foods or mostly sugar, and foods that turn quickly into sugar into the body, like breads, pastas, pizzas, cookies, baked goods, all of those foods that we tend to ingest a lot of, especially in the US. So take a look at, when I work with clients, I look at their overall, visualize a plate of all the food you eat in one day on that plate, and then kind of divvy it up into sections. How much of that is actually processed foods, processed carbohydrates, sugar, things that turn into sugar, and then how much is actually protein and how much is fruits and vegetables. I want you to try and expand that portion of your vegetables first, then fruit, and really get in some great antioxidants over really forever, but definitely over the next few months. Really fill your plate with tons of vegetables and fruits for those antioxidants to help bolster your immune system. And obviously at the same time, reduce the amount of processed foods, sugars, fried foods, things that will wreak havoc on your immune system. I'll get more into that, the actual foods you should be eating and could be eating, especially when we have more time on our hands. We're going to be cooking at home more. Next, lack of exercise also can wreak havoc on your immune system. So can overtraining and overexercise. So depending on where you are on that scale, if you're more of a couch potato, you're gonna wanna get up more and move your body more. If you are an overtrainer, like going from one triathlon to the next kind of person. Maybe during this time, you're gonna have to look at your rest and recovery and build some more of that into your life. The next thing that wreaks havoc is lack of sleep, and that really goes to everyone. That's important for everyone. If you're not getting enough sleep throughout the night, and deep, restful sleep, there's no way your body can fight off infection, stress, anything. It also affects your weight. There's tons of studies that I can talk about in other videos. So make sure you're getting your sleep, and in order to do that, getting into bed at a normal hour for you, cutting off screens, turning off the news, really trying to, again, mindfulness, maybe doing a nighttime meditation to help you get into a deep sleep, whatever that is for you. Then our gut is also affected by the amount of medication and antibiotics that we've taken over, our lifetime. Especially antibiotics, if you kind of abuse them. I feel like in this country, a lot of people abuse antibiotics. We use them, for every little thing. I would take a look at that. And especially if you're giving like your teenager or have your teenagers taking like low dose antibiotics for their skin, that is definitely something I find completely unnecessary. And you want to take a look at that and see where or how much antibiotics you've had in your past, where you might be able to reduce them in unnecessary things like that, and then build up your gut health by adding probiotics to your diet. Again, I'll get deeper into that next couple of videos. Last but not least, obviously smoking. If you're still smoking tobacco, please, drop it. But also alcohol, not to say that you can't have any of it. Of course, small amounts or moderate amounts of alcohol can be worked into your healthy diet, but excessive alcohol does take a toll on your immune system. Okay, so that's about 6 things: stress and anxiety, processed foods, namely sugar, lack of exercise, lack of sleep, medication and antibiotics. Just again, figuring out what that looks like for you. And if it is a lot, I'm not saying don't take your medication. That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm saying if that is the case where you've taken a lot of medication over the years, just know that right now you should start to build back your gut health. And then obviously alcohol and smoking, get rid of alcohol in moderation. And I'll give you some tips and tricks on how to do that with ease and still be able to kind of, enjoy, let your hair down as much as we can during this time. If you have any specific questions for me that I can help with, please leave a comment below. If you want to hear more about a specific topic, definitely let me know and I'll make sure I address that in the next few days. And just stay safe and stay healthy and do all the things that the CDC obviously says, so we can all think of each other as well, not just me, I'm gonna get out of this okay, right? I'm not gonna get this virus, but actually how can we stop the spread and flatten the curve for others as well? Thank you so much for listening, and I'll talk to you soon.